No, bud. I know. Why did you... Okay. Well, that works. Okay. We'll do it this way then. Not sure why that breakout box is being all stupid, but whatever. I'll take what we can get. Anyway, sorry for the technical difficulties. And where is chat? Why can't I see chat, YouTube? Okay, there we go. Chat loaded this time. Hey all, sorry for the difficulties. How's your week been? Get the live shirt out. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey, buddy. Alright, there we go. All that's taken care of. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, big guy. Do you guys believe in the paranormal? Ghosts, demons, aliens, Bigfoot? Do you believe in life after love? Or love after life? What is it? Do you believe in love after love? Life after love? Whatever. I'm not a Cher fan. Sorry for those of you who like Cher. Hey, Turtle. How are ya? Berber, do you believe in life after love? I'm pretty sure that's the lyrics. Do you believe in life after love? There's a funny Ralphie May comedy bit, and he sings that song, and he says that Cher sounds like a blue tick hound. And every time I hear that line, it cracks me up. You're good, relaxing, nice. It's always a good thing. Berber, I gotta get another one of these. Yeah, this one's glitching out and making it very difficult to do live streams with. I also probably should get a couple more connectors too. A couple of the USB-C to 3.5 audio jack dongles. This little device, though, definitely has been pretty handy throughout the years. I just need to get a new one. It lets you connect headphones and then two microphone inputs, and then it gets all converted into the 3.5, which you then connect into a phone or a computer, and it lets you run a mixer and all that cool stuff. Okay, sorry about that. I guess maybe it's the dongle, not the little device. My week was okay. How was yours? I had a pretty uneventful week, which is always a good thing. I'll take a laid back, chill week instead of having a bunch of drama. I thought I had one in there, but maybe I don't. Berber, don't bite me, please. Oreo's being quiet? Yes. Yes, he is. He's got a vet appointment coming up. I was able to get one scheduled. So he's going to go in and get yearly health exam. He's going to get his beak and nails trimmed. And I'm hoping I have what I need to cover it. You're expensive, bub. You're expensive. Yeah. It's gonna cost $100 plus whatever it costs to get there. So $120. And then if Lacey and I get lunch, whatever that costs. Because we usually get Chick-fil-A when we're over there. It's the closest place to get Chick-fil-A. But yeah, how are you and Mighty Rudu and Turtle? And how are you all doing in chat or watching? Forgive me, I'm going to look for my case of audio equipment. I had it the other day and I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's not in that box. Burpee bro. Oreo. Aha, there it is. Don't bite me, bud. Don't bite. Wrong side. I know, bud. Let's see. iPhone. iPhone. This one's Android, but I think this one's broken. That's also Android, but that one might be broken too. Alright, we'll see if any of these work. If it continues to be an issue. Gesundheit, bud. These are cool little dongles. They connect USB-C from your phone into a headphone microphone 3.5 jack. Super useful if you have a phone that doesn't have headphone jack like they do now. Rude. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Google, Apple, dumb idea. I like having the ability to plug headphones directly into my phone. What's my favorite thing at Chick-fil-A? I know it's basic. Call me a basic bitch if you want. But I love their chicken nuggets. Or whatever they're called. I get the 30 piece. And I'm not gonna lie. I've literally eaten one of those boxes in like one sitting. Alright. Now, if I get one, it'd probably be like 2 meals. I've also had their chicken sandwiches, which are pretty good. I forget which one it was, but it was pretty good. But I love their chicken nuggets. Or chicken chunks, whatever they're called. What about you? What do you like at Chick-fil-A? Do you guys have Chick-fil-A where you live? I would assume so. Exactly. He's a bitey boy when I'm fidgeting with stuff. That is 100% true. Berber, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? You used to live in a haunted house. Actually, you used to live in a couple haunted houses. Yeah. 2 houses that you lived in, I know for a fact were haunted. And one of them might have been. But the house in Rainier and the house down in Richwoods, both very haunted, in my opinion. And I'm not the only person who thinks that. A lot of people in my family thought those houses were haunted. Had some weird shit happen at those houses that can't explain via science. And I've tried. Because I'm a skeptic. Deep down, I'm a skeptic. It's fun to think about, it's fun to believe in, but I am a skeptic. Ooh, breakfast sandwich. That is one thing about Chicken Shacks I like, is the fact that they definitely have breakfast sandwiches. And I personally don't like eggs. And a lot of like breakfast places have eggs on their sandwiches. And sure, you can get it taken off, I guess, but like McDonald's and stuff, I feel like the egg is like the biggest part of the sandwich. But Wendy's had a fantastic chicken sandwich for breakfast. It was the breakfast honey biscuit with chicken, with a chicken patty. And they were giving them out for free because they were trying to see if people would like it. And I loved it. And I wish I knew if they still had them, because I definitely would get one again. I'd also get at McDonald's, so since I didn't eat egg, I would get a McGriddles and tell them no egg and pay for an extra sausage patty. That was pretty good. I wish I could have found some like spooky music to play in the background. We're gonna ease into the paranormal stuff. I'm excited to talk about Bigfoot though. Sasquatch, the hairy man. Alma. The abominable snow dude. Or dudette. The ghostly Burby named Oreo. I can't wait until we can get you your beak and nails trimmed, bud. They need it so bad. I feel bad. Just money's been really stupid tight the last little bit. Brr brr brr. Berber, if some of your screams and yells that you do, if we were out in the woods and no one knew you were there, they would swear that there was a mythical creature out there stalking them. You make some pretty terrifying noises if you don't know what it is. Yeah. You scared the shit out of me a couple times. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and he'll be going, it sounds like he's summoning a demon. It's terrifying. Every time he does it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to meet the devil. Old Scratch, Lucifer. Oh yeah, Turtle, did my thumbnail work? The little demon warlock guy? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oreo's my buddy. Oh, sorry, big guy. Berber, it's Friday. Yeah, you know what Friday means? You get a WALNUT. Yeah. I think the most terrifying thing that Oreo worries about is running out of snacks. Yeah. And right now we're out of the NBs. Yeah, we're out of the NUTRIBERRIES currently. Yeah. As soon as money hits my account, I gotta order you some. I gotta order some of that. And I gotta order some toothpaste. And soap. I actually might have a bar of Irish Spring still somewhere. That might have to work until next month. Because we gotta get you taken care of, bud. Yep. You're my buddy. Turtle, do you live in a haunted house? Are you talking about the feather on his wing that's out of place? Ow, fuck, dude. That one right there. I've been waiting for that feather to come out for like ever. He won't fix it. It's annoying. Hey, your beak trimmed up a bit. Nice. Good deal, bud. Good boy. I think you're finally starting to chew on stuff. Yeah. I put a toy up there and I secured it so he can't throw it off the cage, and I think he's finally getting the point that he can chew it. Hello, hello, how's it going? Gabriel? Burby, Burby bro. I know people are upset about people using AI to create images, but I gotta say, I kind of am happy that I can just type a prompt into AI and have it create an image, because not being able to see, I'm not able to draw something and create a cool thumbnail. So being able to make a detailed description and giving it to an AI to create kind of works well. And I know people are like, oh, you should pay a graphic artist. Got to make the money for that. Brr, brr, brr. I remember your I remember your username. If you tell me what we talked about, I probably would be better. I'm bad with names. If you tell me like things that we've talked about, then more likely to remember. But hello and welcome back. Since we got new people joining, I'll ask the question again. Do you all believe in paranormal stuff? Ghosts, demons, Bigfoot? I don't really consider aliens paranormal, but it's a weird topic, so we'll just lump it in together. I personally firmly believe in aliens. It's crazy to think that we're the only sentient beings in this universe. So I'm going to go on record and say that I 100% believe that aliens are legit and they're out there. Now, whether or not they're visiting our planet or abducting people or whatever, I'm a little bit more skeptical about that part. But James Webb has been sending data down to NASA, and they found a planet, I think, if I remember right, it was showing that the planet they were looking at had signs of life on it. There was like a living bacteria in the water that was putting off gas into the atmosphere, if I remember right. I was reading an article about this a week ago. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:17 already? Damn. We started so late. Oh, yes, thumb worked. Good, okay. Alright, buddy, let's get you set up for Berber meds. And we'll give you a walnut. Berber, I said the word. Walnut? Yeah? Mm-mm-mm. Hello, are you available to do Burberry meds? Okay, we're live, just FYI. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Berber, can you say hi? Bro, you got any cool paranormal stories?
No.
Ghostly encounters? Tangoing with the devil?
When I was little, I woke up from a bad dream, and
Here.
I mean, this is the mind of a 5-year-old or 6-year-old, so just beware.
Okay, so you woke up from a dream.
I woke up from a dream. I would always go into my parents' room, and it was like the single wide mobile. So it was, I walked through the living room, I'd walk down a really short hall, like in the kitchen, and then you'd open their door.
Uh-huh.
And that one time that I walked through the hall, I'd done it a ton of times, but one time I did it, I stopped in the hallway and I wouldn't go past the window because in front of their door I just saw a very male human face. And I was scared to go into my parents' room.
Was it your dad in his underwear?
No, because it didn't have a whole body.
It was just like a floating head?
It was just like, it was like it faded. Like it was a head, and that's all I saw. And like down its neck.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did it put off any type of light?
No.
Was it transparent?
Yes.
So you could see through it?
Like, I guess, yeah. I don't think it was real. I think I was like really tired and groggy
Yeah.
and like was seeing something in the shadows.
What's that called when your brain sees patterns?
Yeah, that's what I think I was seeing. And as a 5 or 6-year-old, I convinced myself like there's a man right there. Here you go. My brother and his friends used to tell me a bunch of ghost stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because where we used to live, a boy got run over.
Aw.
And they changed the road because of that. And in that neighborhood, so my brother's friend was Catholic. That's important.
Turtles was high first.
Hi. And he had like holy water all the time in his room, and just his family was very much believed in spirits.
Yeah.
And they had a ton of ghost stories, and one of them was that his mom had a little boy come into her room, but it wasn't her little boy, and he was just asking for his mommy.
Aw.
And he gave her a name or something, and she was just able to, with the age and what else he gave her,
Will you marry me?
she was like, you found it.
Snatches the ring without answering. Typical woman, am I right? Yeah, that's my dad's,
She correlated it
wedding
to that
band.
little boy.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was a ton of other stories, too. They would tell me them camping, and also this is my older brother and his friends, so who knows what they were making up just to scare me.
Yeah. Is that a sticker?
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go check on Bob.
Tell Bobby I said hi.
I will.
Are we?
My mom has a ghost story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of ghost story?
Sort of similar to mine,
Oh.
but in a different house. And she was walking,
Oh,
if I
fuck.
remember right, she was walking on stairs. I don't know if she was going up or downstairs. But hers is of a full-figured person, if I remember right.
Oh.
But my mom also doesn't believe in ghosts, so similarly to
Yeah, that
me,
makes sense for logical.
similarly to me, she probably thinks the same of what it is. But she was also young.
Yeah. I've had weird encounters with ghosts. If you want to call it that. Energy, memory, I don't know.
Yeah. See, I would be more apt to believe it. Like, I believe people have had weird encounters, strange encounters. I
Yeah.
don't know that we can call it ghosts or what it is.
Yeah.
I'd be more apt to believe that maybe I had one if it was a reoccurring incident. But also, I might not, because, like, schizophrenia does run in my family. So, I don't know that I would still believe it. I might question my mental state.
What was really interesting, on a side note to that, electromagnetic fields can affect your brain. So,
Yeah.
like, you can use a strong electromagnetic field, and it will change the way that you feel, and it can even change what you see. Like, it totally fucks with your perception, and it can make you feel paranoid or feel like there's like you're meeting like an alien or God or something.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It also screws up your sense of direction. What's Bobby doing?
Laying down.
Good night, Turtle. Sleep tight. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
moderating.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, Oreo.
Oh, buddy. Wait, Turtle. Do you want to see me eat a walnut? I totally forgot we were doing the walnut thing. Do you want a walnut? Do you want a walnut? Burpee bro, Oreo. Come here, little feller. Hey, little feller. We'll turn the bird noises off, not the Borg. We'll turn the bird noises off so y'all can hear munch and crunch. Berbert, you pooped on the stupid chair. Oh, Berbert, I need a new phone. Yeah, I need a new phone. My phone is fucked. Alright, bud, let's get you a new berry. Sorry, did I say Nutriberry? Let's give you a walnut. Fuck. Let's get you a walnut. Do you believe in walnuts for Oreo? Here you go, bud. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, okay? buddy. All right. Well, you know I'm on a walnut. I'm gonna tell you a story about ghosts. Okay. So when I moved to Missouri, in a small town called Richwoods, kind of famous, the town. There was a missing child from that town, and that made it kind of famous for a while. And we moved down there probably about a year after that kid went missing. Don't worry, he was found years later. That's a whole other story in and of itself. But we moved into this house. The family that lived there before us allegedly was called the Bliss family. I don't know much about that family that I can say without certainty, but there was rumors and accusations going around the town that the Bliss family had a lot of problems, and considering that the house was raided by police for manufacturing of certain substances, I would believe that. Before we bought it, or well, before my grandpa bought it, I should say. That house was creepy, to say the least. It had a lot of weird, unexplained noises, and it wasn't that old of a house. It was built in, I think, 97, and we were living there in 2004. But the basement creeped everybody out. Everybody that lived there had just, it felt like you were always being watched. You would hear these voices that weren't any of the family's voices, and it was just it was a creepy feeling in that basement, especially in the bathroom down in the basement, which is where the old man Bliss apparently passed away. So they say. And all of us kids would take showers down there because the upstairs bathroom was for my grandparents to use. I mean, but we could take, we could use the upstairs bathroom, but like for shower, it wasn't set up to shower. It was like a bathtub, if I remember right. It might have been a bath shower. Either way, all of us kids hung out in the basement and took showers in the basement because the basement was a lot like cooler temperature-wise in the summers. And there was also like a garage in the basement. So it was like a basement and then there was like a garage part. Because the basement was actually built at ground level. And then the upper floor, the first floor was actually the like would be technically a second floor. So the basement, they built the basement and then they took a bulldozer and they pushed up a bunch of rocks and dirt around the basement walls on the outside. And then, so it made this like hill. And then they then they put sod over it so grass grew on it and there was a tree or two. So the basement was like for when there was tornadoes and all that cool stuff. But as teenagers, we spent a lot of time down there. We kind of set it up to hang out. My uncle had his bedroom down there. The garage was there, so I would tinker in the garage a lot. With my dad's toolboxes and all that fun stuff, I would play around and take stuff apart, try to put it back together. Anyhow, I was sitting on the stairs one day, and I had a deck of Braille playing cards in my hand, my left hand. And I was practicing shuffling Braille cards. They're kind of a pain in the ass to shuffle because of the raised Braille dots. It kind of makes it hard to shuffle. And I was practicing shuffling, and I was playing, I was practicing poker. And I had the deck in my hands. All the cards were in my hand. Except for the jokers. I took the jokers out and put them in my back left pocket. And I have the cards in my hand, as I said, and I'm just kind of thinking about stuff. And next thing I know, the cards go flying, and they get scattered down the stairs. I'm not sure if I dropped them or if they were like knocked out of my hand. But what I do know is when I leaned down to pick them up. Now keep in mind, I'm full contact on the stairs. My ass is on one step, my feet are on the other steps. I literally leaned over to grab cards off the next step that's below me. So it wasn't like doing any crazy acrobatics. And my left shoulder is up against the wall. But the way that the stairs were set up, it's empty, bud. Do you still want it? But the way that the stairs were set up, it didn't have like a full banister. The railing along the stairs was like a 2x4 going down the whole thing. So there was a big ass gap underneath that 2x4. And I leaned down to grab the cards. I'm picking them up. And next thing I know, I'm pushed. I'm literally physically shoved across the stairs through that gap. And I fall head first. And I slam into the concrete basement floor, forehead, chest first. And the wind's knocked out of me. I actually might have gone unconscious for a second. I don't exactly remember. It's been so long. I do know that I was disoriented for a second. And as I fell down the stairs, or off the side of the stairs, my left foot, kicked or hit my aunt's computer, which was set up by the stairs. And this is back when computers were big. They didn't have like the small monitors like they do now. It was a big old monitor from like early 2000s. And so I hit the floor after my foot hits her computer monitor. And then that thing falls on my back. Or no, sorry, falls on my legs. And then kind of rolls off of me to my right. And I'm just unable to move. I feel like I'm paralyzed. The breath's knocked out of me. I'm like doing that noise that you do when you're trying to get air in after you've been like stunned or hit in the chest or whatever. And I don't know, I'd say it's like a 30 seconds to a minute before anyone comes down and checks on me. My cousin, his mom, and my dad eventually come down and check on me. I got bruises on my face, and I landed stomach down, so I landed face down. And I was like, what the fuck? Who pushed me? I thought someone had like shoved me, but the stairs were pretty narrow and creaky. So like I would hear someone coming up or down the stairs. Like there's no way to sneak up and down those stairs. But when I was pushed, and my shoulder was up against the left wall, like I don't know. I would feel someone's like grab me, but what I do remember feeling like cold hands, like ice cold, and it's probably like 90 degrees on that day. It's pretty hot. It's during the summertime. I feel like this ice cold touch on my left side and on my back, below my shoulder blades. So whoever did it had to come in from up above to do it. And that door is also pretty loud. And you would hear it open and close. And being visually impaired, I'm really attuned into my hearing. Like I have, especially at that time, I was pretty tuned into what was going on around me through hearing. And whatever pushed me did so with a good amount of force. Because I wasn't a small kid. I wasn't a small teenager. I was probably 200, 190 at the time. And so I'm on the concrete floor after falling, and everyone comes. My aunt, my cousin, and my dad come and check on me. My aunt's upset because her monitor is now on the floor, At the time, I don't remember her being super concerned about me, even though I hit face first, forehead first, and I had had a lot of reconstructive surgery on my forehead, which is what I was worried about, because I was worried about screws, plates, wires popping loose or being damaged. Uh, I definitely had one screw like almost poke through the skin. Um, I get upstairs after recovering, and I'm laying on the couch, and my grandma was in her room. Apparently, she didn't hear it. She was probably watching Antiques Roadshow or whatever. And she comes out, and she sees me with an ice pack on my face, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh, you didn't hear all that commotion?" She's like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, something or someone pushed me off the side of the stairs in the basement." And she's like, "Who did it?" I'm like, "I don't think anyone did. I think it was like like weird. I don't think I said ghost, but I'm like, I don't think any of the family did it." And she goes, "Well, tell me what happened." So I explained the situation to her, and without hesitating, she goes, "Take your shirt off." And I'm like, "Okay." So I take my shirt off, and there's 3 long ass scratches going like we're going vertically up and down my back. So from below my shoulder blade to about mid back, or no, just above. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying. It's been so long. So going from my just below my shoulder blade to just above my left butt cheek, there's these 3 long scratches side by side, but spaced out, probably like spaced out by inch and a half, and they're not super deep, but they're definitely long, and they stung, and she looks at them and she kind of goes, "Okay, you got some scratches," and she puts some Neosporin on them. And I go, "Grandma, I don't think someone pushed me. I think something pushed me or whatever." And she goes, "Well, yeah, the house is haunted. What did you expect?" I'm like, "Not that." And one thing you need to know about my grandma is she firmly believed in the paranormal. She had experiences that she couldn't explain, and she believed that she had psychic ability, but and she firmly believed in stories that her family told her growing up, and she also was part. Her ancestors come from tribes in Oklahoma, I believe. And forgive me, I don't remember the tribes. I want to say Crow, maybe Blackfoot. Um, it's been so long since I've talked to her about this, and she's passed away by now. Or yeah, she's passed away, so I can't remember exactly. Uh, so she starts kind of like telling me a little bit about it, about what she believes and what she feels in the house and what she's seen in the house. And I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, it was a ghost. Okay, sure, whatever. Well, for about a year after that, I would get these mysterious scratches on my body. I had another set of 3 on my forearm, like something had grabbed. They wrapped around my forearm. I had some on my leg, like just above my knee. I would get them on my hands, which those I just chalked up to being a teenager, but they were frequent. Another story from that time is we were all sitting outside on the back porch and front porch, because sitting out on the porch is just something you do when you live in a hot area. And it was probably like 5, 6 p.m. We're all outside enjoying food, and there's no one in the house. And even if there was, I don't know how this happened, but they're all in the house. And we all hear from inside the deadbolts slam home. Front door, back door, basement door. These deadbolts just, like, I mean, it was loud. It was like a gunshot. Slam home. And we're locked out. We're all locked out of the house. At the time, none of us that were there had a key. So we had to send, I believe, my cousin in through a window that was open, or that we could get open. He went in and unlocked the door, and he unlocked the front door, and we think there might be an intruder or a couple, so we sweep the house. Like, people search the basement, the bedrooms, all that stuff. There's no one. Well, another thing with the doors, when we first moved down there, my grandfather was coming in from Washington with a truckload and a trailer of stuff. So we're all expecting him. He says he's going to be there around like 8 p.m., something like that. And we're all just sitting upstairs watching TV. Again, we're all accounted for. We're all watching TV. And the basement door is a big metal door with a big metal garage door right next to it. And it sounded like the police were trying to take out that basement door with a battering ram. Like 3, 4 loud ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It was very loud, and it felt like it shook the house. And that house was a brick house. So we all kind of go, what the fuck was that? The dogs are freaking out, as they do. And we think maybe it's my grandpa. Maybe he's trying to get in the basement. Maybe he pulled in and we just didn't notice, and he's trying to get the basement door open to start unloading the truck. And actually, I think that's the trip he brought Oreo down, or not Oreo. One of our birds, Trouble, my Goffin, which is a parrot. So we thought it was him. Look outside, he's not anywhere on the property. No sign of the truck and trailer. And we go down. The basement door is actually unlocked. And that's not the only time that happens. And we call my grandpa, actually. We're like, hey, where are you? Did you just knock on the basement door? He's like, I'm still in Kansas City, Missouri. And we're like, oh. And my grandma goes, it must be the ghost. I'm like, this ghost is violent. And as someone who is skeptical, that's the word, I tried to find reasons for it. Maybe it was a wind gust. But that door was pretty tight in the frame. It wouldn't boom like that. I don't know. I don't know what caused that, but it was weird. And I would wake up in the middle of the night hearing fire and smell smoke. And it's dead of summer, so we don't have a fire in the fireplace. And we would clean the fireplace out after winter. So yeah, smell of smoke, not too unusual, especially with the fireplace. But hearing fire, a little unusual. And I swear I would hear stuff run up and down those stairs at night. And my uncle, who lived in the bedroom right off the stairs down in the basement, he would tell me, like, yeah, I hear it too, but when I look, there's nothing there. Again, it's not a big house. If someone was in the basement, you would see them. You could see all through that basement pretty easily. And my beagle would be down in the basement at times, and at night, and she would just start throwing a fit. And my uncle would go check on her to see if something was wrong, and nothing there. It was just a really weird house. I hope whoever bought the house after us hasn't experienced any of this. But that town in and of itself was weird. there you would see these figures running through our backyard. We had 10 acres. And my dad had seen it. I believe my cousin had seen it. My grandpa had seen it. But there would be these like white, transparent type figures. Well, there's two types. There's two kinds. There was like the typical white, transparent ghost figure, and then there'd like be like shadow people, and they would run through that back field. But they would like run across the field and then turn and come back and then disappear in the middle of the field. Which we would hay it every, well, I think twice a year. I think we could get two hay. What's the word? We could get like 2 crops out of that field every year. So when it was short, you could see the whole field. And there was a graveyard about a quarter mile away from us. You could literally walk to it from our property. Maybe half mile. I can't remember. And, my other cousins saw stuff as well. I forgot about that. It was just really weird. That property was weird. I swear someone was unalived on that property and buried, or like something. Something about that property was bizarre. I had so many weird nightmares in that house. One interesting thing about that house, though, is we had a big chest freezer on the back porch, and coyotes would come up at least once or twice. They came up on the back porch trying to get into the freezer, and there's always raccoons on the back porch. Little bandits. And yeah, I will put a video out coming here soon talking about my experience while camping with possibly a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, maybe a bear or something. I've published this story before. It's actually on YouTube somewhere. I sent it into a Bigfoot storytelling channel, but I'm gonna rewrite it a little bit because I went back and read what I wrote that was published on my website back in the day, and I'm like, ugh, this is bad writing. So I'm gonna rewrite it, make it a little cleaner, and I'll put it back up on my website, and I'll make a video talking about it and maybe reading it, but at least telling the story with as much as I can. Alright, Bubba, it is almost 9 o'clock. We're going to go and wrap up for the night. This live was a little short. Sorry, y'all. I've had a busy day. Huge shout out to the mods. Turtle was moderating tonight, so thank you, Turtle. If you're watching this after the live stream, you're rewatching it. Hope you enjoy. And we'll talk about paranormal stuff again. I'm always down to talk about it. Love talking about ghosts and weird experiences people have had. Yeah, I think it's a good topic, and I definitely enjoy it. Please check out ZachHertz.com for our wonderful Zach and all your nonsense. I'm going to start publishing some more posts, pages, whatever you want to call it, with some of my life stories and all that good stuff. You can also find our Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Amazon wishlist, and merch at zachhertz.com/contribute. That's zachhertz.com/contribute. If you send us a gift off our Amazon wishlist, we will shout it out. We'll do a video opening it up, and if it's snacks for Oreo, you get to see him eat it on camera. If you want to promote yourself, your social media, a small business, a cause you care about, put it on the gift receipt, we'll shout it out, or a message, we'll shout it out. It just needs to be YouTube appropriate and cannot be political or religious in nature. Yeah. And anything you send via like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, that goes to support our. What am I trying to say? Oh, sorry, I had to fix my phone. It supports things like vet visits, medicine for Oreo. He has medicine he takes every day, so it supports that. Also helps make getting new gear for the live streams easier. My goal is eventually to have a full studio setup that we can do these from with a computer and better cameras, better audio, and eventually, if we have enough income from this, we'll be paying a video editor who can make these videos look polished and great, and that'll open up what type of content we can do. Currently doing a ship in a bottle type thing where it's just me in front of a camera talking, but I'd like to do some other cool stuff. Yeah, but we love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Have yourselves a great night. What do I need? I need this. Actually, I don't need this. Alright, so I'm going to say good night. The audio is going to cut out, and then the live stream will stop, because I have to do this a certain way now. But yeah, we love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world better. One where you can. Sleep well. If we don't see you, Okay, sleep well. Have a great weekend. And we will see you when we see you next. Alright, peace out. We love you. See ya. Oh, actually, can I talk to this microphone on this headset? Hold on. Oh, it's really quiet though. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hello, hello. Oh, that's actually interesting. Okay. Learn something cool. Alright, we love you all. Take care. Peace out. Have a great night. See ya.